Hello, gang. Hi, Mindy. I mean, Mina. I'm sorry. My eyes are all teared up right now, and I can't see very good. Um, I was taking a supplement, and I kind of choked on it, and I'm having some struggles at the moment. So I may end up having to stop streaming, but I'm hoping I'm going to be okay at this point. Um, anyway, I'm not in any danger, as you can tell from me talking, that I'm going to choke to death. I'm just anyway. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. Um, Hi, Mina and Mindy and Candy and Terry and Patricia. I'm glad you're all here. I'm just still trying to recover from the coughing. um, so if I mute, you'll know why. um, Sorry. Let me take a minute and try to. I, this happened right, of course, as it was 6 o'clock. So okay. Woo! Goodness gracious. Well, I wanted to show y'all a few things. Today I went to a thrift store because I was looking for a bookshelf to put in my studio. I have a hi Karen, hi Terry. I have a kind of a chest that's sitting um in the spot underneath my air conditioning heating unit, and I just keep junk in that chest that I don't really care about because I have stuff piled on top of it and I can't get to it. And I thought I really need shelves there instead of this little chest, even though it's cute, um, so that I can get to everything that's over there. And so I was looking. I went to see if I could find some, and it's hard to find them. They have to be a certain height and a certain width. So I'm just keeping my eye out and looking around. But while I was there, I found a few things, and I thought I would share those things with you. One thing I found, and we're going to dissect this in a minute, but it's not that pretty in and of itself because it's synthetic fabric. It's not, but don't you think that would be great on the jelly plate? I think it would be beautiful on the jelly plate, even though it's even got pills on it. It's not something you'd ever want to wear, and some gray-haired lady has been wearing it because it's got her hair all over it. Um. Anyway, I found that, and we're going to dissect it in a minute and make it usable. And then I found this, which I thought, well, it's hard to let me do this. Um, which I thought would be fun if I'm working with beads or things like that. I can just dump them in here and be easier to use than a tray. I usually dump them in a tray, but then I have to chase them all over the tray. So, and this was 99 cents. And the shirt was $2.99, but it was half price because it had the right color tag. So I got the lace for my jelly plate for $1.50. And just a second, let me move this stuff here. It's for a project we may or may not do. I need a place to put these things when I get through showing them to you. And then I found some books, and I found 3 books that I bought just because I like the cover, and I think they'll make pretty journals. This was one of them. It's called The Wind and the Rigging, but it's also got pretty big words, so I'll probably harvest words, and the book pages are pretty. This one was hey Holly, I'm glad you're here. Hi Lori, I'm glad you're here. Sorry, let me get a drink. Okay, let's see when this was published. It's cool. It's a map of Todd Moran's adventures. This was written for older boys. Okay. Not sure what that means. Let's see. 1935 is when this book was written. Anyway, I thought that would make a really pretty journal. It has 30 cents on it, but this was from a garage sale or something. It's not the real price. I paid $1 for each of these 3 books. Well, I'll take the tags off later. But anyway, there's that one. And this one was also $1, even though it says $1.50. And it's Dr. Diplomat in Bangladesh. I don't know anything about it, but it looks like it's a nonfiction book. But I just loved the fabric-y cover. And then this one is The Frontiersman. Oh, I didn't even look to see when this one was published. It's probably pretty modern. Let's see. 73. Hi, Nashua. Hi, Barbara. I'm glad y'all are here. And then this one is The Frontiersman, but the cover is gorgeous. It's a fabric cover. Now, I would have been just as happy if the fabric cover had not had this beautiful gun on it, but it does have, so I'll probably leave it just like this and make it into a journal cover. And it's The Frontiersman, a narrative, it says. And this one was published in 1967, but the pages are, they feel really nice. This one might be a good one to alter rather than taking the pages out. So that might be what happens to this one. But I bought these because I wanted to make journals out of them. And then I bought this one, The Court Martial of Daniel Boone. It's a novel, but it's a historical novel. And all of the testimonies and things of the people in here, those are all real from documents. So it's just the story around it is, built around these documents is not necessarily accurate. But it says, based on a true little-known episode in Daniel Boone's life, Alan Eckert first full-length novel recreates the legendary frontiersman's severest test, the trial for his life at Boonesboro in 1778. A captain during the Revolutionary War, Boone faces court-martial and hanging for such high crimes as betraying his command to the Indians, conspiring to surrender Boonesboro, consorting with the enemy, and accepting favors from the British. And Boone pleads guilty to all of the actions detailed in the charges against him. But he also pleads not guilty to the charge of treason. And to the amazement of the court, he insists on defending himself, disregarding the advice of experienced legal counsel in favor of a plan only he knows himself. And the reason I got this because I didn't know Daniel Boone had been court-martialed. And so I thought it would be interesting. If they had gotten away with this court-martial and he had been convicted, I'm sure it would have been in all the history books, or he would have never even been known. But Daniel Boone is one of my ancestors, not necessarily a direct ancestor, but the Boone family, his Boone family that he's part of is also part of my family way back. So, I can't remember. One of my cousins has it documented somewhere. I even have a cousin whose name is Boone because of it. But I wanted to read this because it's got one of those plasticky things on the cover, so it's hard to see the real cover. Let's take that plasticky thing off because it was obviously a library book. Anyway, I got this one purely for my reading pleasure, but it's trying to fall apart. So it may eventually get turned into something else after I've read it. There it is. Anyway, I just thought that was really interesting, and it would be fun. So, hi, Melissa. Hi, Janet. I'm glad y'all are all here. So I got that one, and all of these were in the children's department. So these were 50 cents a piece. So I got this one to read. And then I got Heidi because it has big words, really big words, and so I can cut out the words. So that's why I got Heidi. And then I found this one, and I got it just because it's beautiful. Um, I don't know if y'all have seen this before. The illustrations are by Katie Lee, and it's Underwater with Ogden Nash. So it's his poetry and her illustrations. Anyway, I just thought it was a lovely book. So I got that one. And then I got this one because it really interests me. Okay, this was put out by the Metropolitan Museum of Art and Thames and Hudson of New York. The original publication of this book was 1874, but of course it's been modernized. I mean, it's been reprinted, but this is a reprinting of the same text, same pictures, everything. Anyway, I thought it was really pretty. I've never seen the absurd ABCs, so I thought that was really cool. Thank you, Janet. Hi, Tanya. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Sherry, Ruth. I'm glad y'all are both here. And then I got this book just because it's got, I think it has fun images and colors and textures and things maybe to use. It might even be fun to do reverse collage in this book and just, black out or whatever color the background is out all the words and then add more pictures. I don't know. But it had some pretty things. I saw that. That was the first thing I saw. And I thought, well, for 50 cents, this is of course I get to read it first, which is fun too. So I get double duty out of that one. And it's a soft cover book. So hi Teresa. I'm glad you're here. And I don't know if this was from the library. Some of these books were from the library. I also got a couple of poetry books and a Dr. Seuss book that are in the house because we collect Dr. Seuss books, and that was one we didn't have. And then the poetry books were for Hannah. And they were children's books too, so they were 50 cents a piece as well. And this is Just So Stories from Rudyard Kipling. And then it says 72 pictures in full color by Nicholas. This one was published okay. The stories were published all 1902 or prior. The copyright on this compilation of them is in 1912. And the illustrations were copywritten in 1953. But it doesn't say when this book was actually published. It just gives the copyright data. But I thought it was an interesting book as well. It's got good pictures and big words, so I can decide what I want to do with it. This came from one of the Christian the Christian private schools here in town, from their library. So I got that. And that's my the stuff I got at the thrift store. If I can get this, there we go. And then I thought I would show you, because I'm probably going to be using it soon. I just now brought it out to the studio. This was hi Tanya. This was my Christmas gift from the kids. This was from Ethan and this was from Hannah. And this has a story, so I'm going to wait on it. But Ethan got me a measuring tape because I'm always asking for a measuring tape. So he got me a measuring tape. And then he got me these Tim Holtz clip things that I wanted to put in journals. So yay. That was fun. Hi, Deborah. I'm glad you're here. And this Hannah gave me for Christmas, and I had never seen this before. But when I saw it, I thought, if she got this at a thrift store, I would have had to be there. How come I don't remember this? Because it's really cool. It's woven. Some kind of well, it's string. It looks like it's pieces of wood or something. But anyway, it's a woven cover, and it zips up. But the best part's inside. Yeah, well, that's my kids. A bit sarcastic, yeah. But it has all this paperwork in it. There's a sketch about this family, the Shirley family, it says. And then in here is the ancestry of the Bentley family and some other stuff that, this is what I was looking for. I need a miniature greeting card. I hope this works. So it's a baby announcement from 1961. I have one from when my dad was born that is literally about this big, but I'm not going to put that one in my scavenger hunt journal. So, so it's got this. It's got some, let's see, a geophysical permit to drill oil, I guess. So they're allowing the oil company to drill oil on their on their property. And then it's got some, this is another one of the family records of the Bentleys. And I need to try to compare this. I don't know how many of you remember, I got some stuff from one of my dad's cousins that was the Bentleys. And I need to compare and see if any of those Bentleys are in this book. See if any of them are the same. I don't know if they are or not. This stuff was, my stepfather had it out in the apartment, and he was going to throw it away. And Hannah asked him if she could have it. She got it because she wanted this, but she hid it because she knew I would want this. And so she saved it and decided just to give me the whole thing for Christmas. So, and this says, this is a warranty deed to a certain piece of property. This one has some kind of a stamp on it. I guess that's the seal. I don't know. It's another piece of property. Whoever the Bentleys were, they had several pieces of property, and they yeah, I don't know, but there's a lot of different fun stuff in here. But most of it has to do with their property. And this is talking, and this is some of these, I'm not sure where these properties are located. They lived in Amarillo, so some of these properties are probably here in town. A dock step. Well, thank you, Tanya. I didn't know. And this is a contract of sale. This is the carbon copy. This is the carbon copy, and this is from Magic City, Texas. And I think this is the original. No, this is something else. This is allowing another petroleum company to drill on their land. Anyway, there's a lot of fun things in here to use. And the thing is, these Bentleys were Bentleys by birth, but when I knew these ladies, they were elderly women when I was very young, and they had different names. Like one of them was Mrs. Downey, and I don't remember the other ones for sure, but there were like three sisters. And so I've got to figure out if these sisters are the same sisters that I got stuff from my dad's cousin. She thought they were kin to him in some way. Oh, that's pretty. This is saying they got $100 for selling of lots 7 and 8 in block 6. Anyway, there's some, you know, onion skin copies of things. But this is what Hannah gave me for Christmas. So I'm going to get a lot of fun out of that. And it'll be an interesting thing to check and see if they're kin at all to the other Bentleys that I have a few things from. Okay, so there's that. And yes, he was their executor. And when these ladies, none of these ladies had any children, and so, which is sad. So when they passed, he was the executor of their estate, where probably a son would have been otherwise. But anyway. Okay, y'all must be talking about Kitten Academy or something, because I don't know what you're talking about, kittens and rams. Anyway, first thing I'm gonna do is take this yucky fabric from underneath this and get it out of the way, because it's I wish it would tear. It's gross knit fabric that just, it connects to everything and gets, it's like Velcro to the lacy stuff that I want to keep. Well, kitties anyway. Okay. We're just going to say yay for the kitties. Wow. It's amazing how much. See, this is really not white, but it really flashes out when you put this black up here. But I just want to go ahead and get this done so I can use it, because I might decide I want to use a piece of it in my project tonight. Not this that I'm taking out, but the lace. Okay, that's trash. Now then, the next thing I want to do is take the sleeves out. Let's see where that seam is. I want to just cut as close to the seam as I can, because the lace from the sleeves I'm going to use, you know, as lace in projects. But the big piece in the front and back I'm going to use for jelly plate. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Susan. And Julie. I can't remember if I said hi to y'all or not. I'm glad you're here. Julie finally found a mini calendar that doesn't print blurry. Oh, yay. And she doesn't have to jump through hoops to get to it. That's wonderful. Okay, there's one sleeve. Let's see. Here's the other one. There may be a better way to do this, but I don't know it, so I'm just doing it the way I know to do it. Oh, Melissa, what a sweetheart you are. Thank you so much. That was very sweet of you. I don't get those very often. And so when I saw it, I was like, what happened? But thank you very much. If you're kind of new to all this junk, Melissa, so you may not know that you can tear up shirts and use them in your art, but you certainly can. Okay, see, these have this big flippy thing, and then it's got the, well, let's just go ahead and open it up so we can see what the actual piece looks like, one of these sleeves. I'm just going to do one of them because that way we can take it apart and see what we've really got. Okay. Now then, there's that. And then I'm going to go right around where that big ruffly thing is at the end of the sleeve. Janet? Okay, I got to go back and look at this because you've got me concerned now. Let me get this cut, and I'm going to read back up chat. Oh, that is true. They do take 30%. And a lot of people have PayPal tip jars. I don't have one set up, but if you want to do this for someone, you might look and see if they have a PayPal tip jar. That PayPal doesn't take as much, but I appreciate it anyway. Oh, okay. I've got to go back and find out what's going on with Janet. Well, all I can see is when Janet says, I now have shortness of breath and feel lightheaded. I pray they can take me in tomorrow. I'm going to stop right here. Hi, Andrea. I'm going to stop right here and pray for Janet. Heavenly Father, we thank you so much that we can come to you in prayer. We can come to you when we're worried and when we're scared, and we know you will listen. And Lord, Janet is one of your dear children who loves you very much. And I'm praying right now for her, Lord, that you will either help her feel better or help her get in to see a doctor who will actually talk to her and work with her and find out what's going on. Lord, right now, that's very hard to find. They all want you to just take a COVID test. They don't want to do anything else. But we're praying, Lord, that you will give her mercy, that she will either get well or that she will be able to find a doctor who can help her get well. And we just lift her up to you right now. In Jesus' name, amen. Say I would recommend a hot shower, except that if you're lightheaded, that's kind of a scary option. Okay, this is twisted over and sewn right here. You're so welcome, Janet. Oh, that's kind of pretty, isn't it? For something that is cheap, icky feeling lace, it looks really pretty. And no ibuprofen. I agree, Susan. So there's that piece. And then this is the this is the collar where the sleeve was put in, and this is the sleeve piece. I think just taking out these circles and putting them somewhere would be fun, just to use them like that. And this is the other sleeve that I haven't taken apart. And then what's left is just a front and back piece. So we're just going to cut it apart and make it into two pieces. Okay. And these are pretty big pieces, so I'll probably trim one of them to exactly fit my jelly plate. And maybe another one to fit the little jelly plate, and then the 5x7. The other side I'll save. Maybe somebody else would like to use it on a jelly plate and doesn't mind that it's cheap, icky material. Okay, so you can see how pretty that would be on the jelly plate. I think it's going to be really fun. There you go, Cheryl's. Yeah, just sit close by and open the door to the shower. That's a great idea. That way you don't take the chance of falling in the shower. Very haunted mansion. Yeah. Yeah. But see, it'll be about this much. I don't know if you can see. About this much of it would work on my jelly plate. And there's still more left, so we'll put that there, and then here's this one. And before you use these, well, I could just go ahead and do it so you can see, in case you want to cut this elastic off because it bunches it up, and it's hard to see what it really is because it's really stretchy elastic. So now then, it's a flatter piece, see? And I didn't cut it off the other piece, but that's okay. So next time I get on the jelly plate, I'll play with it. And if I forget, y'all remind me. And I'm going to put this aside. And let's go ahead and cut this here at the neck so we can see what it really looks like. I mean, it looks just like the other, but size-wise, I mean. Okay. So this is probably the piece I'm going to play with tonight. And here's the other piece of the sleeve. So I may have to give Hannah the other sleeve to use as a pattern. She might enjoy those big ruffly things on a sleeve. She likes to make her own patterns, so she could use that. No, none of us want anything bad to happen to our Janet. Okay. And this, I'm trying to decide what to do next. When I had that issue right at the beginning, I've kind of lost my train of thought. Yeah, Hannah's been watching a lot of people on YouTube. Bernadette Banner is one of the people she watches. That's the name I remember. There are others, but she's been learning a lot about Victorian and Edwardian dresses and how to make them, and how to make a pattern on your on your body by measuring and everything. And so so she's really enjoying doing that. While we were at that thrift store today, we found a piece of cotton velveteen that's a burgundy color. It's really pretty. It was a curtain, I think. And so she's going to make a skirt out of it. she's very excited to make herself a winter skirt. So she's got this, she showed me a pattern that someone had drafted that was, you know, online. Of course, online it's about this big. And she was telling me how she was going to change it to make it the way she wants it, to make herself a skirt out of that fabric. So that'll be fun. If she ever gets it done, I'll make her let me take a picture of it and show you. Okay, next project. Oh, I promised to show my stuff from Thursday. This is where I put the salt on it. And you can see, definitely see a texture change there. But I put way too much salt on it, so it just pulled up a little bit everywhere. And so while it gave it a cool texture, it just mostly took a lot of the color away. So it's not a night sky anymore. It's a day sky. And then the rest of it you saw. Well, some of you weren't there, so I'll go ahead and show you. There was this one, and then I made these pieces. We did all this with ink tints. Aren't those pretty? Yoo-hoo. And then this is what, just a little piece of leftover something that I just sopped some stuff up with. And these were, this is something Tanya and I are going to do another day and show y'all how to do. We're going to do this with fabric and with paper. But I did this after we got offline while I was just piddling. And then here's the one I did with the dark spots. And this is the one I did with the white spots. I really think that looks cool. And then this is the one I drew on with the pencils. And then this is the napkin. It looks more vibrant on camera than it really does. So when, Melissa, when you do watercolor this way and you put salt on it, it pulls up the pigment on this, you know, the salt pulls up the pigment and leaves like star looking things. And this might have done that too if I hadn't put so much on it. We won't know. We'll have to try it again. And this was my under thing for when I was dyeing all of these strips of stuff. And I ended up, it didn't all get probably about this much of it was done doing that way. And then this last bit, I just filled in and added some more to make it look pretty. And I'm going to make a journal cover out of this. And I think what I'm going to end up doing is letting this be the top because it's a selvage, and folding this up and making a journal like this. The other thing I could do, which actually might be better, would be to fold this up, and then I could make one that's big enough I could have it wrap a little bit. I'm not sure, but that's what I'm going to do with this one. This is a piece of canvas, just a piece of canvas that I found at the thrift store. This is an old napkin. And then this is a napkin. So I did use 2 napkins, and then I used a piece of canvas, and the rest of this is just from an old sheet. It looks really pretty like that, doesn't it? We did this on Sunday. We did this on Sunday on Tanya's channel. So if you didn't see us on Tanya's channel on Sunday, you need to go watch it. We had a lot of fun. But anyway, I told you if it was dry, I would show it to you. So try and keep that from fall. Oh, we also did some yarn. String, actually, it's not really. I guess it's some of yarn, string, whatever you want to call it. So we did that too. Yeah, you need to go to Tanya's channel and watch, Melissa. You'll enjoy it. We had a lot of fun. I also want to tell you, I have before these, I have taken apart composition books and used the paper and just thrown this part away. But when I took this one apart, I thought, you know, this has this tape on the back that makes it a sturdy binding. I need to save this and make a journal out of it. So in the recent days, I have taken apart 2 of those, and then 2 little journals, and then 2 of these little bitty composition books. And I saved all of these to make journals out of. So if you take these apart to use the paper another way, you know, you can open them up and collage all over them and just turn them back into a cover. Anyway, it was a thought in case you were like me and you threw them away. I don't know why I threw them away the first time and it didn't occur to me to do this, but it didn't. Anyway, just thought I would show you that little tip. And the next thing I want to do is a page in my new everything book. I haven't done any pages in it yet. And so I want to work in it today. This is my new everything book. I do have a video. I think it's a video. I may have done it on live stream. I'm not sure. I think I made a video where I put this together. Thank you, Holly. Yeah, I like the little ones too. I think they'll be fun to decorate the cover and rebuild them back into journals. And I've got some, I just got these today. I mean, I got them, but I just got them printed today. Let me put it that way. I just got these printed today. These are 2 digi sets from the Paper Outpost on her Etsy shop. And I don't typically buy digi sets because most of the times they're to build a journal with, and I don't really care to use them that way. But these I can use however I want, you know. And this one was dragonflies, and I love dragonflies, and so I got it. And then this one is butterflies, and each one of these, they're $2.50 each, and they have 5 sheets in the digi kit. It was a video. Thank you, Sherry. So so basically that's 50 cents, you know, 50 cents for a page of images. Anyway, I thought it would be fun to use one of those as a focal point for a page in here. And I thought it would be fun to use, now where did I put it? Oh, I got just piles everywhere. Piles everywhere. Okay. Maybe use some of the papers out of here to make a background. So, got to decide what page I want to work on. I think I want to work on this one. And I really like this, this edge, but it's really very two-tone. So I thought if I cover up parts of this and parts of this, it won't look so striking. Anyway, that's kind of my thinking. And I just had this out here, so I thought it would be a good good place to start. This piece is really pretty color paper, so I'm going to use some of it. It has the legal company's name on it, but it doesn't have the, I'm not going to, they never did sign it, so the people's names are not on here. So I'm going to use part of that. And here's a yellow piece. This is from the county clerk. No, it's to the county clerk. Anyway, we're going to take a piece of this and use it. So what else do we want to use? Oh, I need to take out that little bitty card. Where did I put it? Because I want to take it out to put with my oh, we might use some of that with my scavenger hunt journal. Where is it? Okay, I know it was in here. Okay, did I set that aside, y'all, while we were looking through this the first time? Oh, no, here it is. Okay. I'm going to save that to go in my scavenger hunt book, which happens to be sitting right there. And let's see, what's this? I think it's the same thing as that. No, it's something else. Okay. Okay, this is an ancestry sketch of the Shirley family. And I don't know how the Shirley family, what they have to do with the Bentley family. Let me just see. Oh, this is like 100 of these. It's just one page document, but there are a whole bunch of them. So I can use one of these without worrying about it if I want to. Let's see. We'll use the part that has some dates. Okay. All right. I think that's what we're going to use as the basis for our collage. My brain is having trouble. Punching out stuff is relaxing. I agree. Fussy cutting stuff is relaxing too. Okay, I'm just going to get a glue stick and start gluing this on. I'm not going to worry about trying to audition stuff tonight. I'm just wanting to play. I don't know if y'all can see how the glue, see there's the little spot with no glue, how it turns the paper pink. A lot of old papers do that when the glue touches them. Not sure exactly why, but it's interesting. Oh, Rosa, I'm sorry I didn't realize you were here until now. We're glad to see you. I don't know. I wish there was some way to turn your and I know there is, but you have to do it on your end so that it reads in English so we can know what you say. I'm sorry, I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know. I can't read your comment. So if you could have it translated, I think you can do that. I don't know how. I just know it's supposed to be able to be done. Does anybody else know how you're supposed to do that? All of the people on this list were children of the same people. Portuguese. Well, I can't speak that either. That doesn't help me a bit. I wish I was one of those people who could speak languages. That would be marvelous. Oh, I missed what Terry said. Well, I don't know. Okay, I'm just missing stuff. Oh, there it is. Bye, Terry. I'm not going to try to cover up around the edges. I'm just going to let it be a border. That way I don't have to worry about I can't even think of the word right now. What is it I don't have to worry about? Inking. Goodness gracious. I had first thought I was going to use some of my fussy cut images from magazines. In this book for the image instead of this, but okay, let me look. Oh, thank you, Melissa. Translation. Hello, good night. Watching from Brazil. A fraternal and loving hug. Bye bye. Oh, well, thank you. That was sweet. I'm sorry that I couldn't read what you said, Rosa, but thank you, Melissa, for translating for me. That was amazing. See how amazing these people are, Rosa? This is a wonderful group. Thank you. Hi, Melinda. I'm glad you're here. I always like some numbers, so we're just going to go like this and take these numbers and put them right in there. I used Google. Don't get too excited. Well, you thought to do it, though. And I appreciate that. That shows how much you care, and I appreciate it very much. Okay. There's that. Doing breathing treatments, but ready to do art. All right. I'm going to take off a little bit of this. And we're going to glue it down too. Oh, I didn't do a very good job on the edge, evidently. There we go. Well, it's cool that your cousin learned to speak the language and makes you translate. My sister lived in Germany, but she never did that to me. She didn't make me translate anything. She didn't learn a whole lot of the language. She wanted to. She learned some, but she also had a baby that was born in Germany, and one that came along was born here actually, and then because she was here to visit and had to go on bed rest and stay until the baby was born, and then moved to back to Germany, but she always communicated with me in English, so. Susan, she says, I went to Google to translate, but I have to install the app, and then we'd all be in bed. Yeah. Function light 1 is Andrea, Melissa. Her name's Andrea. Okay, that's some bits. I kind of like all those different colors. I'm trying to decide if I want to do something else to the page or just put a focal point on it. And maybe some words. I didn't take the time to cut any of these out because I just printed them. I just found them and thought to print them before we came on. I was looking through my files for something and I was like, oh, I never printed those out. Yeah, Flo is Andrea. Well, a lot of people call her Andrea and a lot of people call her Flo. So she's happy to answer to either one because she's nice like that. Okay, I think I either want this one or this one. So let's cut those out and see. I won't know which one I want until I do. Okay. Okay, we've got this. Yep, that's the way it goes, which I think will be pretty on there. But it might be fun to use more than one. We could fussy cut one out as well. But let's go ahead and take this one and see if we like it better. Okay. So we've got that one as well. The colors in that one go with it really well. Translate. Melissa. Thank you, Melissa, and thank you for all your love. Sorry, but my English is weak. Excuse me. I understand more with my heart. I love Eco Newspaper. A kiss. Well, thank you. And I'm quite certain, absolutely certain, Rosa, that your English is 100 times better than my Portuguese. So I'm just grateful that you want to be here. And I'm grateful to Melissa for translating for you. Wonder if we might. No, that won't work because no. I think I just want one of them as a focal point. So do y'all have a preference? Number 1 or number 2? Tell me if you have a preference, because if you don't, I'm going to use whichever one I want. Number 2, number 2, number 1, number 2, number 2. Okay, the number 2s have it. Now then, there are a few that I could fussy cut out to go on the page with this. There are these two right here and this little bitty blue one and these two right here. So should I fussy cut one of those? Or should I fussy cut a butterfly? Hey, Ruth. You're always the oddball. You have your own opinion, Ruth. That's good. Unfortunately, when there's a lot more people ruling one way than the other, that's the way I usually go. They were choosing which focal point to use. Now here are some butterflies. We could cut out a butterfly. Butterflies, Kathleen says, and I think she was first. So we're going to go with butterflies. Okay. Let's see. Trying to think which butterflies I would be. I really like this one because it's got green in it. There's not really green in the rest of this, but I think it's really pretty. So I'm going to set that one out here as a possibility. And then this one is pretty, and so is this one. And then here's this one that has some blues and greens in it. Blue, 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 blue. Okay. So I've got this one. Well, let's see. Number one, number two. Number one, number two. Which one should I do? Or should I do them both? Hi, Malia. Hi, Renee. I'm glad y'all are here. Okay, we got several twos. So we're going to do that, and we may end up using both of them because that would give us our three things. We'll just see. Okay, let's see what she's saying. The middle left. So are you saying this one? Janice? Hi, Janice. Is this the one you're saying you want? You can't overdo butterflies. There you go. No. Are you saying this one? I'm waiting for Janice to tell me. Is this the one? Right hand, left column in the middle. So right here. The middle butterfly of the four, right there. Okay. This is what we're going to do. We're going to take that one. And we're going to take this one. And we're going to see how those work. And then we may find another one. Okay, I am totally confused, Andrea. Because she thinks it does go good with the dragonflies. You're right. It matches them perfectly. So that was a good choice. So this keeps sliding around. The bad thing about doing this live is that y'all can't you can't fast forward through my fussy cutting. Janet, honey, please feel free to stop playing moderator and just relax. It would be perfectly fine with me. I don't want you to feel like you have to be worrying about any of this stuff right now. Hi, Mary. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry, just a second. Oh, goodness. Sorry. I didn't get I didn't get that close enough. Let's, hi, Barbara. I'm glad you're here. Okay, let's look at these two and see if that's enough butterflies. If we put this kind of in the middle, we put this one over here so it shows up better because it's on the lighter color. Maybe put this one up here. Maybe even partly on here. Let's try it this way. I think we need another one or two. What do y'all think? Do we need another butterfly or two, or do you think this is good enough? The more the merrier, Holly says. Sure, add a couple more. Okay. Let's see. I really like this one. It has some of the same colors as this one. The one thing I like about getting butterflies and things like this is you don't have to feel bad about cutting them up and using them because you can um, You can print it out again. Do I have any bugs left over? Are you talking about on the other Dragonfly pages, or are you talking about bugs from something else? Because I don't think I have any bugs except the other, if there might be bugs on the Dragonfly page. I don't know if it matters. Actually, that one might be better right there. I'm trying to keep this one on something light color so it'll show up better. Oh, Tanya did the bug book. I didn't do a bug book. So I don't have bugs left over from that. Oh, here's one that might be interesting to use. We can make it go off the page here. It goes off the page, so it's not a full butterfly. Hi, Kathy. Well, we're just glad you're here. Hi, Sharon. We don't worry about late. We're just glad you're here. I thought if I have time, I might make my zine for my scavenger hunt book while we're here tonight, too. That would work, or we could put it up here. Put this one right there. We don't want them all heading towards these dragonflies like they're swarming them or something. Maybe that looks better. I might even bring it down here. Oh, that sounds yummy, Susan. Okay, one thing I want to decide is, do I want this right smack in the middle? If I don't, I need to add some more ephemera. Or I could put it up like that. I kind of think I like it better with not smack in the middle. What do y'all think? Does it look better up there? Am I messing it up by changing it? Because I kind of think it looks better up here. Janet says yes. So I'm going to assume she's yesing this. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Susan. Yeah, I tend to like things better not centered in the middle too. Um, I do really like things symmetrical, and so I struggle against that. But when it comes to something like this in a collage, I like it better not centered. So I'm kind of I contradict myself, I think, actually. Okay, we can put that one. I think I want that one there. I'm just gonna make that decision. And I guess I'm just in a not ink tonight mood. Oops, that was supposed to be straight because it's coming off the page. Okay. Whew. I saved it. That works for me. I'm going to put this one right over here because I think it'll show up good there. And we may, I think I'm going to add one more butterfly while we're doing this. I just got to put these on and then decide which one. I think if I had one more down here, I would like it better. Yeah, I like the sound of the paper too. You're taking notes, yeah. No edge inking tonight. And I normally ink everything. I don't know what my problem is, but I'm just not in the mood. Yes, I do have more dragonflies. We could add a dragonfly instead of another butterfly. You want to do that? Okay. Who was it that was asking if we have any more dragonflies? Yeah, Janice. Okay. I will look, Janice, and see. I want one more something else. Anyway, whether it's a dragonfly or a butterfly. So let's look and see if there's a dragonfly we think would look better than another butterfly. Because I got a ton of butterflies to choose from. And when I was looking at the dragonflies before, oh, there's my words. I printed them out in 2 fonts. I thought I can use those. Just I need those 2. Okay, there's this one. And it has some green in it. Like this, butterflies have some green in them. A flower, Cheryl says. Okay, a flower might be good. I'm going to keep this dragonfly, though. We may use him. We may use him. But let's look around and see if we can find a flower. Okay, he's kind of big. I saw somebody recommending printing things like this out on tracing paper so they'll be clear. If I had done that with him, no, it still probably would have. I don't know if it would have printed clear or white. That would be an interesting test to try. I'm going to cut him out, and then I'm going to look for a flower. And I'm not cutting out all those legs, so sorry, little dragonfly. If I remember and I feel capable, I will draw you some more legs. Lisa, today Janet Young did a zine using a handheld paper cutter. Are you able to demonstrate how to do it with everyday scissors? Absolutely. Absolutely. That's the only way I've ever done it. So, yeah, we'll do it with scissors for sure. It's easy enough to do with scissors. I don't know. I wouldn't bother with a special paper cutter myself. We will do that. Tanya does it with scissors all the time when she makes them. And she's made a bunch of them, so. Okay, let's get rid of those little scrappy things. The scraps of the old paper I'll save, but the scraps of the copy paper I'm not going to save. Oh, you are very welcome. No problem. Okay, so I got to decide, do I want this dragonfly on here? Or do I want to get a flower? And I'm trying to think of where I might can find a flower that would be. This is a great book. It has beautiful flowers in it, but it's not. The rest of it's all talk. The flowers are just the first like fourth of the book. But I don't think I don't see any like roses or anything. These are roadside flowers. So what we need is like a big rose that can be just peeking into the book. Let's see. That's wildflowers. Hold on just a minute. I have some wallpaper flowers that there might be something in there we could use. Left over from stuff I got it out in case I needed it in our fairy book. That might be pretty if I just did this little cluster right here and not all the stuff around it. So I'll keep that. But in my mind, I was thinking something bigger that would just kind of be partially in the picture. And I may not have anything like I was thinking about. These all look like they're from the same. Oh, there's one. Okay, let's look at that and see if there's anything else in here that'll be better. I don't remember what all's in here because it's been a while. Ooh, that one's pretty too. These are all pretty flowers. They're just trying to find something, the one I'm looking for. I need to get these out and use them more often. We could also use a bit of that. think I like this one better. The colors, I think, work better. Maybe that one, because it's more of a shape that we could just stick in. Okay. So let's see. I'm going to do just a semi here to get it so we can kind of see sort of what it would look like. We've got this one. And that one. Coffee, coffee. Okay, go get some coffee. Susan, Janet, Sharon, go get some coffee. It's fine. If you need it that bad, go for it. What are some examples of a non-art supply? Bubble wrap. See, everything to us is an art supply, so that makes it hard. But if you ask somebody who wasn't us, they would never say bubble wrap was an art supply. They wouldn't say carpet tape was an art supply. They wouldn't say a hot pad. You know, those silicone hot pads that we do the, you know, print on the jelly plate with. They wouldn't say that was an art supply, but we use it like one, but it's not really one. Coffee grounds. Yeah, that's a good one. So I think any of those things, or, you know, anything like that would probably be fine. I decided I need to go ahead and cut these out because we will never know how they're really going to look unless I do. Sorry. I probably have some that are cut out from the when we did the fairy book that in an envelope, you know, in one of those in a file folder, probably in the box where I still got all the other stuff from that left over from that journal that that I haven't used. So there's this. We could put or we could make it big like this if we want to. It could be, I think it'd be better coming off the page though, if we're going to add a flower. And that one may not be big enough to, old tea bags. There you go. Yeah, coffee filter. Yeah, go for it. All of the things that we think of as art supplies, you know, most people who don't do our kind of art, they don't think of those as art supplies. I mean, so, and a lot of things that I mean, you know, when you're okay, oh, where did I put it? This part of the shirt that I cut up at the beginning. Okay, that is not an art supply. That is a shirt, part of a shirt, but it's an art supply as far as I'm concerned. Oh, sorry. I'm probably going to use something like this as my non-art supply. Oh, good night, Angie. I'm so sorry I missed you when you came in. Blessings. Have a good night. Okay, we might leave a little bit of greenery so this can look like it's coming from somewhere. If ooh, that I messed that one up. Okay, so we've also got this possibility. We could even make a little collage with several flowers down here. Okay, I got to go back and read what Melissa said because that's making me interested. Use a rubbing alcohol for rust on a coin. Cinnamon. Using rubbing alcohol and cinnamon for rust. Well, wait, one of the one of the prompts is money. That would be good for that one too. Use black and brown paint and then cinnamon. It makes it look rusty. Cool. That's interesting. Okay. What do you think about that? Or do you think I should add one more little bit of a flower up here? Now I'm going to be trimming these at the edge of the page. Here's a smaller rose. This though it's really bright. I'm gonna go here and see how this looks. This pink works better, I think. Yeah, come on. I had my rusty bits still in the tub sitting out in the yard when it snowed yesterday. Hannah said, Mom, are you just going to let that sit out there and rust forever? Or are you going to do something with it? I said, well, I'm going to do something with it. But there's still some water, in the bottom of it because of the snow. So I'm thinking I might pour that out and see if I can get it with some of the little bits to work on some paper. I don't know. I'm going to try it. I may cut this little flower off, but I kind of hurt my heart to just cut it out without giving it a chance. Well, um, I'm trying to think. This looks really bright compared to everything else on the page, so I thought these would look better. Never mind. Okay, Janice, I got to go back and see what you never minded. Wait, she says. No, go ahead and tell me. I was going to suggest the single rose to her left, but too late. Are you talking about this one? I don't know, Barbara. I'm going to try it and see. I know Tanya puts rusty bits in her water when she's doing her eco dyeing. Are you talking about one of these? Oh, you liked it whole. Okay, sorry. This one? Yeah, it's a lighter pink. So, well, let's cut it out and see what we think. What are rusty bits? These are just rusted nails and screws and little bits of stuff. Rusty bits. Why are you listening to me? Because I love you, Janice. And you're a smart lady. You might have a better plan than me. We're going to cut it out and we're going to see what we think. Besides, fussy cutting is pretty easy, and my brain is happy to do easy right now. Yeah, I haven't done. I would like to do some eco dyeing. I haven't done any yet, but Tanya McGuire has done eco dyeing where she added in the rusty bits to the eco dyeing, and it was beautiful. She has a video about it, Kathleen. Would somebody put in Tanya's channel? And Kathleen probably has it already, but just in case. So, okay, this is kind of, what do you think about like that? And then we could put our dragonfly up here or down here, or we could just leave him out and just have the flowers. Swap roses. Put him on top of the flowers. Okay. I think I'm going to leave the roses the way I had them because I can show more of this one that way. I'd have to cut off a whole bunch of it. See if we can make it. I'd have to cut off a bunch more of it if I did it that way. So what do you think about that? Okay, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to do it. And I'm sitting here and I need y'all to understand how much I'm struggling because I don't think I can put those flowers down without inking them. And I told you I wasn't going to be inking tonight, but I can't put those flowers down without inking them. So, and I think the inking will help the dragonfly too. So where is my ink? And I'm going to use the sepia because I love it and because I think it'll look good on this page. So the struggle is real. It is real. And I'm giving in to the struggle. I'm not even going to fight it. I'm just going to do it. Ink it up. Thank y'all. I think the flowers just look better inked. They just show up better. Now the dragonfly. I almost forgot the dragonfly. Well, thank you, Melissa. Whoops. Need to put some, got ink on the other wing. It won't be right to have ink on one wing and not on the other. So let's just add a little bit of. Okay, that just gives it a little bit of color. All right, we're going to put this one down first because it's big, and then we can put everything else. And we're going to put it just like that. Just like that. Let's use art glitter glue because it will work better on wallpaper. Okay, I was going to have some of this go underneath it, so let's pull that up a little bit because I forgot. Okay, how did this go? There we go. Should have inked the cut sides, but I didn't think about it cutting them until I already had them on here. So, and where did our little rose go? Alrighty. Let's put it like that. Okay, there's the flowers. And now the last dragonfly. Yes, I think I'm going to be happy when I get that done. I think that's going to be good. Okay. Okay, I'm happy with that. Does it need a word? I think a word would just get lost. What do you think? Thank you, Nettie. Oh, thank you, Kathy. I do have some words that might show up, though. I just remembered. I have some of these words that are kind of dark, so let me see if I can find something. Vintage papers and butterflies are your favorite. All right. Well, good. Oh, here we go. Okay, we got several small ones here. I'm just going to pull them out and we're going to look at them. I'm not. Because it needs to be something kind of small. See if there are any more that are small-ish. Oh, I like that one, even though it's not. Okay, I got too many choices here. Need to stop pulling things out and start looking at what I've got pulled out already. Okay. We've got dream and happy. Slow down. Do it with love. I will. I can. Love. Life. Live. Smile. Mm. C'est la vie. Worry less. That's the one that I chose while I was looking. We'll see if there's something else because I didn't look at all these. Laughter. Let go. Pray. Love more. Breathe. I like this. Worry less. Pray. Or pray and then worry less. We could also there say pray more, worry less. Janice says let go. That is kind of the same thing, isn't it? Worry less, pray more, let go. That is kind of the same thing. Those are big words. They really like punch. Okay, pray, worry less, let go. Okay, yes, even better. Like that. Yeah, it's easy to say, isn't it? I agree, Susan. But I do know that when I pray more, I worry less. Um, for sure. There's a peace comes with acknowledging that you have no control. And okay, I like those. And they're already inked. Isn't that handy? Down here, I like that, Janice. I'm not really into that little face anyway, so I'm happy to cover that up. Try worry. Hi, Vanessa. Try worry less in the middle of the page. Like that? What's everybody think? I'm definitely keeping pray right there because I want to cover up that little whatever that is. Okay. Are you saying like this? It is crowded in the center, which is why I had originally put it up here. Okay, we're going to do it just like this because that's kind of what I was over the bug like this. Well, that would be less cluttered, but I don't like it being right over let it go. I think I'd rather have this covered up than the bug. That's, I am not sure what that is, but I know I don't want it on there, so. Like that. I already put worry less down, so I couldn't change it. Let go, worry less, pray. But I think it goes this direction. If you pray, you worry less and you're able to let go. Does that make sense? That's the way I'm thinking. And since it's my page, I'm going to do it that way because that's how my mind is working. Okay, this is the very first page in this book, so I'm happy. Now I need to date it because I'm really bad about remembering to do that. So I'm going to do it right down here. Today is the 11th. 11121. Voila. Okay, I am happy with that. And it is nothing like what I was thinking of at the beginning. It was going to be so simple. I was just going to collage a little and stick that down. But I love this. I'm much happier with this than I would have been if I had done the other. Although I would have liked it okay. All right. I also got, where did I put that envelope? I got a little envelope from from Tanya. And there's some goodies in there I want to stick in my everything book. And a really, really cool stamp. Thank you, Janet. Thank you, Holly. Well, let's put this underneath something so it doesn't fall off. And so let's go to another page. There's a pocket. That'll be a good page. So she sent me a little note on pretty paper. That's what I'm going to stick in the pocket. She says, "Hi, wanted to send the zine on the way so it can get into your hands rather than wait on a box. Besides, it's the best day when the mailbox has no spider webs. Love and hugs, Tanya." I agree. It's the best day when there are no spider webs. Hi, Sana. I'm glad you're here. Oh, look at these pretty napkins. I definitely want to use some napkin on this page. That's beautiful. So we're going to do that. And she sent me 2, so I can save 1. We would have to change our whole pricing system in order to not use pennies. Oh, how cute. Look, she sent me some of the little birdies with the pokey out wings and butterflies. I love it. Those are so cute. Thank you, Tanya. These are going to be fun. And this is the zine. And since it's about the scavenger hunt, I'm going to put it in my scavenger hunt book. We're going to read it again together in case any of you might have missed it when she did it. It'll make you go back and watch her. Scavenger Hunt 2021. Off I go to find my treasure. I need a butterfly. I need flowers. I need washi tape and a page of black and white. I must find a feather. Use a stencil and ink up a page. Almost done, just a few more. Tanya McGuire. I think it's adorable, don't you? The stamp is like a bunch of people at the park. And I don't know any better than that. But it is a cute stamp. And I want to stick this in here, so I have to remember that I've got a pocket here and not seal the pocket off with my stamp. Because it is a cute zine, isn't it? I was forgetting about that. But I could just put this on the pocket. That will work. Okay. Let's just get a water. Oh, no, I need to take the back off first. When you have a little bit of gluey fingers, it really helps if you get them damp, and then it'll help pull off these 2 pieces apart. So we'll set that aside. Oh. Okay. Now then, here they are. Yeah, I got too wet right there, so I'm going to have to be really careful when I'm taking it apart there. I actually think it's too long anyway, so it'll be okay. So we can put that right there. And we're going to go right. Where did I put my water brush? Put it down a little too fast. We're going to go right down the center of that flower. Because I want the same kind of edge. Okay. I think that's pretty. Do we want to... I'm trying to think if I want to go ahead and border the rest of the page with the napkin too. I think I do. Okay, let's see where we go. Right here. Okay. No butter? Oh, no buffer. I was going, no butter? How can we survive without butter? I'm glad it's no buffer. I would be very sorry for you if there was no butter. That didn't get wet enough or something right there. Sorry, I got my priorities in order here. Butter is important. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and do this one first, and then we'll come back and do the other one. And I'm just going to use a glue stick because it won't have as much dry time. I love how easy it is to stick those on with the glue stick. Okay, now then, let's see. Okay, I need to take off a little bit more. I'm just going to tear it this way. Oh, goodness gracious. Surprised it didn't land on a bunch of lint on the floor or stuff that would dirty it up, but it didn't. Okay. And if we bring this down in here, then it'll look like that. Oh, I'm sorry y'all are having trouble. That's not good. Okay, let me clamp this. Okay, over here. There we go. Okay. I guess if it glues this down, that's not a big deal because this is what I'm going to stick in there. And it doesn't need over here. But I'm going to try not to get glue beyond where I want it. Okay, now that's going to show up under the glue, but oh well. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Okay, now I'm going to have to go back in and add a little bit of glue stick where I didn't get enough. But that's better than having too much and causing problems. Okay. Cheryl gave her thumb at the door. Thank you, Cheryl. I try to do that too because I forget otherwise. Besides, whenever I watch a live stream, I just assume I'm going to love it. So I'm very rarely disappointed. But if I am, I'm all right with the fact that I gave my thumb up first before I knew. You could always take it away, I guess, but I never have. Okay. I want to make sure that's not going to stick down there. Okay, now I'm going to just put a little glue right here and glue that pocket down. Ah, I meant to ink it first. Oh well, I didn't ink it. I meant to ink it first. Well, maybe I can still do it. Maybe I can still do it. Let me find a. Here we go. Nope, wrong way. There we go. There we go. That's pretty. And then we'll glue the edges around here. Let's just put this down here and do it the same way because it's kind of hard to get there from this angle. Okay. The nice thing about the way this book is bound, it lays pretty flat, unless I'm trying to move it around here where I had to prop it up, and then of course the pages fall. But okay, I think that looks really pretty. I love that napkin. Thank you, Tanya. I'm going to stick this in here, and we may just have to put a butterfly where it looks like it's landing right on top of the note. What do y'all think? But I'm going to fussy cut it, so I just won't have as much to fussy cut. That part was done for me. Oh, okay, this is not going to be easy, but I'm going to try to cut out these little legs because it can't look like it's landing on something without any legs. Okay, I'm going to have to draw on his antenna because I'm not going to try to go that skinny and keep it. But I did keep his little legs, so. Okay. If we put him right there. That will be good. But we're going to ink him up because he's got white parts. We don't need any white parts. Oops. Oops. Okay. Oh, that's a bit. And I'm not going to make him be, dimensional because if I do, that little wing might get torn off. So. Janice needs hot coffee. Not just coffee, hot coffee. Okay. I think that's beautiful. And these colors are just perfect to go with these flowers. So I'm just going to take this stamp. Sometimes if you tear like this, you can tear the paper from behind it. And then you don't have that white around it. It doesn't always work, but it works pretty good. Worked perfect on that one. And now we will glue it down. Well, yeah, that's fine. We don't have to make sure one side's up or down because we just make sure we put it back in like this. Get under some cuddly blankets, Janet. A heating pad? Do you have a heating pad that you can put behind your back? That'll warm you up. Okay, I need to write. And I'm going to write it right here in the center. There we go. I have one that I just keep in my recliner, so I use it for my back quite often. So I just leave it there. So if I get cold, I use it for that too. Yay! Go get it. That'll be wonderful. Okay, there's page number 2 in this little book, and I'm going to put this in my scavenger hunt book. And these I'm going to put somewhere to use on another project along with this flower. Okay, let's put this up. Okay, now to make a zine. Trying to think if I have a piece of paper the right size that's just a piece of paper. I'm sure I do, but let me put these up where I keep my printed out stuff, or I'll forget it and then I won't know where they are. Okay. Okay, I'm going to cheat and use this piece of paper for my zine. Because I couldn't find a piece of white paper. And this will be pretty and I won't have to worry about a background. I just have to add stuff to it. And I have no idea what I'm going to add to it. First, I'm going to fold it up and see what it where the everything ends up, and then I'll decide how I'm going to decorate it. But I got to clean this gluey stuff off my hands first. Okay, give me a second. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I haven't folded a zine in so long. I can't remember if you start this way or if you start this way. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. I do know you need to get it as close to perfect as you can. That's as close to perfect as I can. And then I'll look up every once in a while and see if y'all are yelling, "No, Lisa, that's not how you do it." Okay, I think I was supposed to fold it the other way first, but I don't think it really matters as long as it gets done. Okay. Now then, is the person who wanted to see how to cut this watching? I can't remember who it was that was asking about that. I want to make sure you're watching before I cut it. It was Melissa. Melissa, are you watching? I don't remember who it was. Whoever it was who wanted to see how to cut a zine. And I may have done this one backwards because I have a right side to my paper and I wasn't thinking about that when I folded it. Could have been Sherry. Okay, Kathleen. Well, I'm glad you're around. Okay, that's gonna. Well, I'm going to wait a minute and see if she says anything. If not, we'll just go on and hope that. Okay, I think I'm going to refold this because I think I folded it the wrong way. Okay, well, nobody's saying anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and cut it, and they can just watch the replay, or we can do it again. But what you do is you cut on this line to right there. And it is kind of hard to be precise about it. And so I always end up with a little bit that's poking up. And then you open it up like this. And that's how you put it together, like that. And then you fold it however it folds the best. And it's not wanting to fold the best anyway. Okay, we're going to start with this because I like the butterfly. So we're just going to make it fold this way. Oh. Okay, I'm sorry. I just missed it. I apologize. Did you see it when I did it? And it's not coming out perfect. But I think it's because I folded it twice because I wasn't sure about it. So I'm either going to glue these together and then refold it. Now that worked pretty good. This one back here has got the same issue. I hope it was clear. The main thing is to get it to do this and then to try to make these all work. You kind of have to finagle it a little bit. And I think I like that the first, the butterflies on the front, and I've got the, the inside ones are going to need to be decorated. And then there's that. So, so we got to do some decorating now. But you have to do this and fold it up and look at it to see how you're going to decorate it. And the only way I've ever done this before is I just went ahead and glued it together and decorated it in this shape, like a book. Tanya usually Of course, she does a lot of drawing and stuff on her. She decorates it like this, and then she puts it back together and folds it back together. Yeah, it's just I used a pretty piece of paper. It's just, you know, printer paper that happens to be pretty. So I think I'm going to do it the way the way I've done it in the past, and just glue it together and then decorate it. Now, a lot of times, I will, when I've done this in the past, I have also, you know, made whole pockets out of those. And I'm going to ink the edges of the pages, so that'll kind of cover that up. But I'm not putting any pockets in this one. I'm just making it into a book. And then this one will need to be glued since I'm not making pockets. Okay, so now we've got, definitely have something that looks like a little booklet. And now we can decorate it. And I'm not sure what I want to do. I do know I want some words. And I feel like I need to add something else because this is really kind of cheater zine. It's a cheater zine because I used that paper, but that was the paper I could find in the right size. So let's see if there's any of these long ones that we want to cut up and turn into something. Trying to see. Oh, I like this. It says breathe. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. More butterflies. Yeah, that's a good idea, Janice. I like that. We could add slow down to that. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we need something on the back. What do we want to put on the back? Oh, here we go. Dream big, pray bigger. That's what we're going to put on the back. Okay. So we're going to put our words on, and then we'll come back and figure out some more decorations. But I have to cut some of these, so. And that may be maybe that should be the beginning and slow down should be at the end. No, I think this is the end. This is what you need to be left with. So, okay. And then we've got, I need to ink these up. And, okay, let's start with slow down. We're going to put it right up here at the top. There's the title of our book, Slow Down. Okay. And breathe. Okay. I'm going to have to cut that one too. Okay. It's just a bad day. Not a bad life. And then back here, Barbara, she's singing. And I'm not going to do anything else to the back. I'm just going to do that. Well, I might add a butterfly. Who knows? Who knows? I might add a butterfly. Okay, so now we've got words. Let's get rid of the words. Get them out of the way. And this I just printed them off on cardstock, but this is how they come. And I kept a second set because I wanted to remember where I got them from. And I got them from Digital Expressions, Etsy shop, Digital Expressions, in case anybody's interested. Because these are really a good bunch of words. And I like the fact that they're printed on something that you cut out instead of just the words by themselves. Anyway, if you're interested in these, that's where I got those from. Okay, now then, you're welcome. Let's see, what can we add? We definitely need some more butterflies and maybe some more flowers too. You know what? You know what? That would be pretty in there. Okay. We're going to use this whole napkin after all. Let's see. All right. Just need to pull off a little bit more over here. Don't want to go too much because I don't want to take the tip of that flower. And then we need to take a little bit more over here. Unused means an art supply that's just sitting around that you don't use, that you bought sometime thinking you were going to love it, and then you don't use it. I'm pretty sure that's what that means. In her stream New Year's Eve, I think she did explain that. Tanya was in here earlier, but yeah, I think she's working or something. She's always busy. She does a lot of stuff. Tanya, I'm talking about, just in case you didn't know who I was answering. Okay. Thank you, Janet. Sweetie, I hope at least if you're doing all this, it's helping you keep your mind off how bad you feel. I feel bad you doing all these things for me and for all of us when you're not feeling good. But I love you. Okay, so there's that page. That kind of goes with it. I think that looks really good. Now, if I can find something equally good for this page, I'll be really happy. I could add another one of these flowers on that corner. Hi, Deb. I'm glad you're here. I think I'm going to. I'm just going to add this, and then I'll add other flowers and stuff there. But we've got it. We might as well use it. Then I will have used the whole. No, I wouldn't have. Oh, hey, this is even better. Okay, let's take this one because the flower's not in half. Okay, there we go. We just changed it a little bit, not much. It's the same flower. It's just going a different direction and not cut off. There. I guess we could do this. But that's too matchy-matchy, and I'm trying to get away from matchy-matchy. Well, I hope that he does a good job with it, Deb, but I don't blame you for trying to escape. Oh, just let him enjoy his financial fun and you come do arty fun. All right, now we got to find some butterflies. And I know just where I'm going to find them because they will be easy. And I'm into easy tonight. So now finding them might not be easy, but okay. I've got these butterflies. So let's find some. What will go good with this color? Oh, this yellow one will look nice. I'm going to pull out a bunch of the smaller ones and then we're going to decide. There's a couple. Let's see, what else do we have down here? That one. Okay, I'm just going to get some from each deal and then we'll decide which one out of all of these, which ones we're going to actually use. I must have missed somebody coming in because I don't see Leslie. Let me go back and see if I can find Leslie. Hi, Leslie. I'm glad you're here. I'm sorry it took me till just now to find you. That's one of the blessings of everybody saying hi to everybody. Um, when I miss somebody, I can figure it out and not feel so terrible, because I hate it when I miss people. And I do it because it's hard not to. Okay, it's going to have to be the little ones because the big ones are just too big. And there should be a fourth one. Let's see. Oh, here it is. Okay, so there's 4 of each size, I think, in these. Oh, Kathy, I'm sorry. Do you need me to get another piece of paper and fold it again? I did mine wrong, and I had to refold it a couple of times to get it right. So it can be done. You can refold it. Ooh, that one's pretty. Okay, I think that is. Oh no, here's the other one. No, I got that one. Okay, that's them. All right. I'm going to have to do a whole butterfly journal to use these. But we're going to take each page at it one at a time and see if we want to add any more butterflies to the page. Do we want to add another butterfly to this one, or do we think that's enough? That one is small enough, it'll fit on there. So is this one. That's trying to find a way, but there we go. That'll work. I use 8.5 by 11. You can use any size paper you want. The pages will just be different sizes if you use a different size paper. I've made it. You can even make them out of 12 by 12 scrapbook paper if you want to. It just needs to be the thin paper. Okay. These are the ones that are small enough to go on here. Yellow, green, orange, or pink. Which one do we want to put on here? Oh, you're welcome, Leslie. Janet loves the blue. Okay. I'll do 2. Those are my favorite ones. So we're going to use them because if I love it and Janet loves it and she talked first, green, it's the green one, the blue one, they're the same. Yay. I'm glad they're the same. That way everybody can be happy, or at least Sharon can be happy too. Hi, Sharon. Julie likes the green one. So, hey, we're batting 1,000 here. If you don't want green, don't say so. Then I'll feel like I've made everybody happy if nobody says something else. Oh, we need to go ahead and ink this whole thing. Let's just do that real quick because I'll just forget it if I don't. Good night, Candy. Thanks for coming. Whoops. Well, I'm not really. I mean, I think sometimes it gets less good, but I'm not sick or anything. I did try to choke myself right before I started with a supplement. So And I coughed and coughed and coughed, and bad stuff happened, and I almost didn't even stream, but I got over it in time to go ahead. So I may still be sounding kind of weird from that. Okay. Now I have inked that up, and I've inked this one up, and I'm going to ink them as we go. It wouldn't hurt to ink them all, because whenever I use them, I'm going to ink them because I don't like the white to show. But right now, we don't want to take the time to ink all those other ones unless we're going to use them. They will get inked when it's their turn. They look like they're encouraging each other. Slow down. Yeah, it's not fun to choke on things, is it? Okay, on this one, I really think this one belongs on here. But we need something that maybe doesn't necessarily go too. And they can cover up the flower. They don't have to be, the flower can, or we could do this one. Hi, Karen. I'm so glad you're here. Okay, so do we I like that one for sure. I'm going to keep, of course, this is spotted too. That looks kind of weird to put it on the same. I was putting it over here because it reminds me of this. So I may change my mind. It looks too much like the flower. I don't really like it though. Oh, let's try this one. Yeah. One thing about these bright pink ones is they look darker when you ink them. No, that one's too big. And I think I like that one. And since nobody is complaining about what I'm doing, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one. I'm making a zine to go in my scavenger hunt book. I used a piece of paper. I think I brought a second one out here accidentally. Maybe I put it up. Anyway, it's a piece of paper that had this design on it. And then the other side was plain green. So I added napkin here. And now we're putting butterflies on it. And it says, slow down, breathe. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Dream big and pray bigger. So that's my zine. And I'm trying to figure out which butterflies to add to it. kind of like that bigger one. We could also use this one right here that's bigger. Maybe those two. What do you think about these? Bigger has two G's. Yeah, it does. You like them when they're facing upwards? Well, I just don't want them both facing the same way. I don't like them both doing the same thing. But we can face that one upwards and face this one maybe going that direction like that. I was just thinking they were going to the flower, but this is pretty too. So we'll just do it this way. Okay. I'm going to ink them up now. And with these Dollar Tree ones, at least, I don't know about all the others, but with these, at least you can just put the ink over it and cover up all the white and, you know, kind of wipe it off if you don't want it that dark. Lots of times when you ink things, you're stuck with it being, you know, dark if it goes on dark. So that's there's a hint for the day. And this ink will wipe off partially on these because they're glossy in a way that it doesn't when we're using regular paper. Yes, these butterflies came from Dollar Tree. There are 3 different kinds that you can get. Floral Garden is the brand. Butterfly die cuts. And they were in the part where they have flowers, like flower arranging flowers. They were not with the craft supplies. They were with the flowers. So they're really gorgeous. Tanya sent me these. I have found some since then, and I'm going to be tucking them into Happy Mail, but these particular ones Tanya sent to me because I couldn't find any at that point when she found them. So she was nice and got me some. Yes, on the floral aisle. And only 2 of our Dollar Trees out of 6 had them, and it was the 2 biggest ones. The ones that have the most craft supplies, even though they weren't with the craft supplies. Those were the 2 Dollar Trees that had them. Lori's Dollar Tree doesn't have them. Yeah. And that's sad that the Dollar Trees aren't all the same, but it is definitely a fact. Okay. Now over here, I think I want to put the big one. And maybe this little one. I don't want to put a pink one here because this is red. And that would just feel wrong to me. Your Dollar Tree's $1.25. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Why do they call it Dollar Tree? Of course, now some of them are Dollar Tree Plus, and so they have things that are $2, $3, $4, $5. Yeah, I tried to find these online, and you had to buy, I think, 36 of them So I tell you what we're going to do here in a minute after I finish this zine. We're going to do a giveaway. And what I'm going to do is take 3 of these packages, not these 3, but 3 that I bought, and I'm going to mix them up so that you have some of each color in each package, and I'm going to give those 3 packages away to people who can't find these. If you can't find these in your Dollar Tree, then you can join in the giveaway. So be thinking of a number between 1 and 100, and it needs to, your number, whoever puts the number down first gets it. If 2 people put the same number down, so and whoever puts the number down first gets it, and it's whoever's the closest without going over. So be thinking of numbers. When I finish the zine, we'll do that. And if you win and I don't already have your email address, then in the description box below is my email address. You can email me your home address if I don't already have it. Oh, yeah, Julie. And honestly, if I knew for sure they would get there, I would be happy to post you some. If you just go ahead and enter, and I'll mail them to you, and we'll just pray that they come. It may be a long time from now, but if you win, I'll send them to you. It just may take a while for you to get them. It's not, mail is not going very quickly, but these don't weigh very much, and I may take, I'll make it work if you win. So just go ahead and enter. Oh, but the Dollar Tree is still $1. Yeah. Well, I was going to say it would be bad for Dollar Tree to, I mean, it kind of completely defeats who they are if they start charging more. Okay, let's go ahead and put a little one on the back. I kind of like that one. It looks very delicate. So I'm going to put it on the back. Well, that's good. Yeah, butterfly stamps are good too. I have a few. I didn't have any for a while, and then I found some on eBay, and then Tanya sent me a set that has some butterflies and dragonflies, which was very exciting. And I missed that part right there. Okay. Oh, thank you, Kathleen. I'm not a big pink person, but these pink butterflies are pretty. This particular one I really, really like. I think it's the delicateness, maybe I should say, delicateness of it. Oh, I gave that one big antenna. Oh, well, it's okay. It's okay. And let's see, this one's the tiniest one we have left. I think I want to put it here. And maybe like that. Not yet, Melissa, sweetie. Um, I'll type go in when we're going to put numbers in. So hold on. So find a new number. Find a new number, and when it's time, I will type go in, and then I'll type stop so that you'll know when to start and when to stop. I didn't say that part. I'm sorry. And like I said, if I don't already have your address, even if I do, let's just say this. I'm kind of like Tanya. It's so much easier if I just get an email. Just email me your address, even if I already have it. That way it'll be, um, it helps me remember who won, as well as it's easier for me to find your address real quick instead of having to go hunt it down. One thing I was going to say, doing it the way I'm doing it, one reason most people do it the way Tanya does it, because they're going to make copies of it. And I don't generally make copies of mine. When I've made them for a specific purpose, and that was it. So I've made some to trade, and I've made some, um, that were a project unto themselves. And so I've done them this way. But you can, copy them if you do it before you fold them up and glue them. I mean, before you glue them. You have to fold them first, but before you glue them, well, I guess technically you wouldn't have to fold them first, but it helps you know where your pages are better. I got some stickers in Dollar Tree that have butterflies on them, but they're butterfly stickers. Yeah, they definitely have some butterfly stickers. These are just die cuts, though. They have no, I guess they're to put in flower. I don't know why they have them with the flowers. Um, but that's where they are. They're with the flowers. Okay. I don't have my phone out here. So the way I'm going to do the, where is, I need a piece of paper. Oh. Okay. I'm going to write 3 numbers on this piece of paper somewhere else over where you can't see. And I'm just going to fold it up. And then I'll ask y'all to start your numbers. And that's how I'm going to do my 3 numbers, because since I don't have my phone, random.org and all those things are harder for me to think of. Date and sign magazine. Yep, it's not finished till you do that, is it? There we go. Now it's officially finished. Okay. When I type in go, you can put your numbers down. Between 1 and 100. Thank you, Janet. That's not very many people playing. If you haven't been able to find these, go ahead and put your name in or your number in. Okay, it looks like everybody's that's going to put a number in has already put a number in. So I'm going to say, whoops, I'm going to wait a minute. I'm going to put the word in, but I'm not going to press it for just a second. In case somebody else wants to put a number in. I'll count down and then I'll click on it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Stop. Okay. And these are the numbers. 79, 31, and 17. 79, 31, and 17. Well, I didn't see it moving either, Janet, and that's why I decided just to go ahead and pick numbers. So the closest one to 17 is 6, and that's Barbara. And Barbara, when you email me, be sure to put Barbara chicken pot pie so I'll remember. And the closest one to 31 is, see what's closest to 31 is Lori, Paint Girly. And then the closest to 79 would be Deb Farrell. Okay. So you three ladies email me. Let me write my email down so it can be, it's easy. Talk to me at dlc96.com. Talk to me at dlc96.com. It's in the description box below, but email me there And it may take me a few days to get this done because I still have to find where I put them. But I will do it, and I will send them to you. Thank you, Janet. Okay. And I'm going to write on here butterfly pack, so I won't forget. And it is going to be mixed. I'm just going to mix those three together and separate them back out and sort, so everybody gets the same amount of butterflies, but they're a mixed package. So you didn't put a number in, Janet. Didn't you just say you couldn't find them? Okay, make sure they're sealed up. Otherwise, I'll end up on the floor. Oh, I'm sorry, hon. Yeah, the bigger ones where you'll find them. But maybe I'll do it again sometime, because I did buy at least a couple of packages of each flavor and specifically to give away. So, okay, let's while we're here, I need a page to put my zine in, and it's going to need a pocket. I don't think I have any pages with pockets in this one. But I do want to put my zine in the book so I don't lose it. So I'm going to have to build a pocket. I'm trying to decide what would be the best background for this zine. Ooh, I think that looks pretty. But it would also look pretty just on a pink page. You like that one? This one, Janice? Use one of the oh, that's a great idea, Karen. Yay, Karen. So smart, so smart. So smart, so smart. Oh, but now to decide which one. Well, I'm so happy to be able to do it. I bought them for that purpose, so. I'm trying to see. I think it's going to have to be probably one of those two because they're the biggest. Well, that's what I was thinking. The thing is, those are just barely big enough. I need to do a tuck. That's what I need. Let's see if we can do an even bigger one. Oh, Karen, that is the kind of thing that would happen to me. That's the kind of thing that would happen to me. I could just make this a tuck spot and stick it in there, but it doesn't really show that way. I could also just let these wings cut off right here and tuck it in like that. I like to fussy cut the big ones and use as journaling space. Yeah. Yeah. Or we could make it gum. No, because if we tilt it, we'll lose even more butterfly. Well, maybe not. Maybe that'll work better even, because then we just lose this much. And we can tuck it in there like that. No vivisection? So you don't like it this way? You'd rather use a smaller one? Because this is not going to fit. All right, let's see. I got some coffee dyed or tea dyed paper for sure. Well, I could tilt this one because that looks kind of cute. And just glue here and here so it's just tucked in like this. I think a tuck spot's good enough, actually. Hi, Tanya. So I may do it just like this. You want to see my zine, Tanya? I haven't made one in a long time, but I made one tonight. It says, slow down, breathe. It's just a bad day, not a bad life. Dream big and pray bigger. Fold in half and mount at page. Are you talking about the really big one, Deb? It does. Oh dear, if I made that digi, I would be so mad at myself. Oh, how funny. Yeah. Well, I guess we're going to just pray bigger. Just bigger, not bigger. Oh, that's funny. Okay. So, Deb, you were talking about the bigger one? Well, I think I'm going to do this because this is already going to fill up, and that would really make this bulky right in here because these are really cardstocky. Well, let's try it and see what we think. I just think it'll be too bulky, but we'll get one out and we'll see if we think it could possibly work. You mean do it like this? And then tuck it in right here? See, it still hides it more. Now, if I did it like this and folded it, then that might work. Okay, I gotta look because I think butterflies is one of the prompts. Ooh, I'm losing stuff. If it is, we could just add more butterflies. Oh, I've already done butterflies. Of course, that doesn't mean you can't do more butterflies, but But I would need to do something else if I'm going to make it come, make a spread out of it. Um, So now I'm trying to think, what else have I got that I could do over there? I could do my washi tape. No. So just leave this open. That's a great idea, Tanya. That's a great idea. Do my pink page. Perfect, perfect. That way the butterfly can be part of both pages and belong on both pages. Okay. Boy, it looks very pink with this, doesn't it? So if I glue it here and down here, then it can tuck in right there. And then I can do other pink things on this page. What do y'all think about that? Because it's already a pink page. It's very, very what? Very good, very bad, very pink, very, very what? I'm going to go ahead and ink this. It looks orange. Well, it's definitely pink. My camera doesn't. It looks dark pink on my camera, but it's a very bright pink. Okay, so if I do this, I think I need to score it. Yeah, I'm sorry. It is pink. I don't want it to tear when I try to. That's a good idea. Yeah. I like the idea of it not being glued in there on this side, but being part of that page at the same time. So I'm going to glue down the body and down the bottom of this. It doesn't show up as much as the other way, but I think it's a cute idea to incorporate 2 pages. Okay. Now, I didn't have a bunch of pink stuff yet, so this page may not end up being finished yet. I may add more pink stuff to this page as we go. But I'm going to find some pink stuff to put on here while we're, of course, I could just put some more pink butterflies on there. That would be very pink. So we may do that too. But I'm going to find that flower. Where did I put it? Here it is. So, there's a pink butterfly. Okay, we're going to start with this rose. Oh, that's okay. I was just telling them I may add more pink stuff to this page later. And we'll just know that it's a page of pink. Yeah, well, I figured you were probably working, but I'm glad you could pop in. Okay, so this is, let's write it down. That's page 22, and that's my zine. And I don't know what number it is. Sometimes it takes me a while to find it. And it probably says make a zine, and so I'm just looking for zine. I think it does say make a zine, so let me look again. Oh, I haven't made a butterfly page. I just clicked that I had butterflies. Okay, so we're going to say page 22 and 23 are butterflies. 22 and 23. And then now make a zine. Let's see. Well, I know it's here somewhere. Good grief, Lisa. $70, Tanya says. Thank you, Tanya. I was just thinking, somebody tell me. Oh, it's create a zine. Create a zine. Okay, page 22. There we go. And I really don't like this pen for this because it's it writes so tiny it kind of cuts the paper. So where's the other one I had out here? I don't know where it is, but here's one I can use. Okay, I'm going to rewrite those because I want to be able to see them. 22 and 23. Ah. This keeps sliding around. It's bugging me. That's why I have that other one. And then page of pink is going to be 23. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and add more butterflies. I got more pink butterflies I can add, so I might as well. That one's too big. We'll just do all the small ones. Okay, and then I could use some different colored butterflies over here because they don't have to be pink. Hi, Susie. Ink and pink. Oh, good idea. Good idea. I'm glad I looked up when I did. This doesn't show up as well as the sepia. But that's okay. Yeah, that's what I'm doing, Sherry. This page right here, number 23, is going to be the pink page. So we're using pink butterflies. It'll be the butterfly page and the pink page. Actually, both of these pages are the butterfly pages, but this one's also the pink page. Okay. I wonder if I can add some pink ink around the page too. Might as well. Okay. You're having a hard time with the fib page? Sherry, I will send you something. It may take it a while to get there. We'll just pray it does, okay? So I will send you some art and we'll just hope that it gets there. Because you're right, that's a hard page. Since you don't have a printer, I'm going to send an email with a picture of art to Val, but that won't help you since you don't have a printer. So I'll go ahead and I'll send you. Let me write that down. I'll send you a piece of art, but hopefully it'll get there before April 1st. I'll try to do it soon. Okay. I think that's fine, Janice. I think using something somebody else already sent you is perfect. I don't think it has to be something that you traded right now. No, I think that's perfectly fine. I bet everybody would love a chance to have some of your art in their book, Deb. I think you ought to just get Are you on in the Facebook groups? If you're in the Facebook groups, you could just surprise somebody. I mean, it's good to do it to people who know they already know they need it, but it'd be fun to just surprise somebody with some. Okay, I think that's a sufficiently pink page, don't y'all? Thanks for your help. Um, thanks for your help. I'm happy with this. I am gonna what did I do with that zine? Tanya sent me a zine, and I do want to stick it in here because this is my scavenger hunt book. So I'm gonna pick a spread that's just gonna be fib art. And I am trading with somebody, but I'm gonna go ahead and put this in there because I can. And I'll just put, if I get more than one, I'll put more than one thing in here. So I'm trading with Teresa, I think. I can't remember for sure. And I'll put her art in here too. But I want this in here because it's fib art and it's also about the scavenger hunt. So I need to make a pocket. And one of the things we have to use is an envelope. And I think I'm going to use a big envelope so I can use it, make it into 2 pockets. I was going to use a small one. I was going to use a small one, but I think I'm going to make this into 2 and make 2 envelopes. This is Dimensions and Annotation. It's from a drafting book that was my son's. And he did all the drafting work on the computer. And so the book, once he was through with it, he didn't need anymore. And so I just avocado dyed the papers so I could use them. So that's what's on it. Four basic types of dimensioning: baseline, chain, geometric, and ordinate. Here's some examples. And what I'm going to do is take this paper off. When I dyed these seals stayed on, and so they stayed, and the glue stayed sticky. And so I'm just gonna tuck it under like that. And that way I can have 2 pockets. I can have one here and one here and one here and one here. So 4 pockets. And I'm going to trim these so that they make a pocket on each page rather than going across the thing. That way I can put more than 2 things in here if I need to. Okay, let's just do it this way. That way it won't have a fold in it. Okay. Now then we're going to glue this down. Oh, I meant to ink that first. Frustrating. Okay. We're going to ink it now. And I'm going to put something inside this. I do want to go ahead and trim that off flat. Oh, I didn't know that was going to happen. Okay, I don't want to do that. I don't like that. But I'm going to ink it, so maybe it'll be okay. I'm going to ink it kind of messy because it's kind of a grungy envelope. But the grungy inking will only make it better. Okay, just a second. That did not ink over that blue part. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing over here, so I want to... Okay. Okay, now I'm going to glue it because this one will... I got it inked, so... That... Okay. I had a whole nother project I wanted to do, but I didn't intend to work in my scavenger hunt book when I got started. So, but that's okay. This needed to be done. I'm happy to do it now, so. Okay. I'm going to ink around these pages too because the pockets are inked and it would just not feel finished if I didn't. Okay. I'm just glad I didn't put in the description box what or in the title specific projects I was going to work on, because I obviously would have not got that one done, because I'm planning to get off here in just a little bit. I'm planning to get off soon, Holly. Maybe when I get this page done, when I get these done, that's when I'm going to get off. And that shouldn't take too much longer, so. I had originally planned to get off about 9 or 9:30, so I've already played longer than I thought I was going to. Yeah, we can't do everything. I mean, you always have more ideas in mind than what you can get done. At least I do. And then other ideas come in the middle, and you're like, oh, I got to do that. Yay! Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I do want to do something with these. Put something on there. I'm not sure what. What size book is everybody's? Whatever you want, Debbie. Whatever size book you want. This is a book I made out of a standard mathematical tables book, and it is 5.5 by 8. It's 5.5 by 8, and I just put papers in it, and that's what I'm using. Tanya's using a book that's smaller than this one. Yeah. If you like to, what size you like to work in, that's the size you should use. It's whatever feels good to you. And I'm going to tuck Tanya's zine right in there. And pages 36 and 37 are going to be, well, I'm just going to do 36 right now. No, I'm going to do 37 because I'm just going to say 36 right now because I can put Teresa's in here too, and I don't know yet if I'm going to need any more space than that. So I just saw it. This is not my page about a fib. This is fib art. Swapped fib art. Here it is. No, that's not right. What page is it? Okay, 36. Page 36. Okay. Oh, 59. Oh, yeah. I finally found it, Tanya. I thought it was 36, but that's this page. That's 36. Yes, 59. Okay. Well, so far, I've got these 2 pages I did on video. This one is money and a quote and a border. This one is an inky page, and that's all it is. It's just an inky page. This was already inked, and I inked around it, and I inked in these. So that's all it is. Yes. And I think those 2 pages, and then the ones I've done tonight is all I've done in here so far. So we've got the fib art page and the zine and pink and butterflies. Yes. This was also use a stencil. That's right. Thanks for reminding me, Tanya. Excuse me, just a second. Okay, now that I can talk again. On Tanya's channel tomorrow at 2, we are going to be making tag bases out of scraps. So get your scrap box and be ready to make some tag bases with us. We're going to have fun. And then on Thursday on my channel, we are going to crochet around those tag bases, or some of them. I'm not going to crochet around a ton of them, but we're going to crochet around some of them. So those are the two things we're going to do this week on Tuesday and Thursday. Thank you, Holly. And I'll see you all. I hope you have a wonderful night. God bless you, and I love you.